I'm on a whole different pedigree. I got a whole lot of weapons. Bunch of other bullshit just stressing me. Especially you motherfuckers keep testing me. Steadily disrespecting me. But they gon' find out what the lesson is. Cause I know where the Smith and Wesson be.
They told me heat rises and I'm always on fire.
Alright, we're getting ready to get started with the process of build videos. Here's a little bit of my week and some info before we really get going. Alright, so we got to make a bracket to mount the fuel tech finally. I measured the major and minor of the holes for inner bore and then added them together, divided them, got my numbers for distance. Got some aluminum sheet to choose from here. This stuff works fucking bomb. Any stovetop cleaner, shower, bathroom cleaner works, but I like the foaming stuff, so find foaming, you'll usually be good. Anything for like tile, stainless steel, whatever. Be careful though, because it can eat the aluminum. Don't leave it on there too long. Working on the weight reduction for Ghost. The back seats stay in, but I got to make a cover for the pump because the old one doesn't fit because the feed line setup you can see there. But toss the rear seats in. The uppers after that lowers in there. But doing a little bit of weight reduction. There's some stuff under the dash we're not going to use. But it's coming together slowly. I think we've added another 15 or 20 pounds beyond what we had already taken out, and we've got another 40 or 60 pounds to go without changing much. And then we're just gonna keep going. We'll see where we end up. But last time we weighed it, which we didn't have the car bear, we had a bunch of extra stuff in it, tools, clothes, shit like that. It was 3,080 pounds, 3080. We'll see what it is next time. There is gonna be some text coming up, so get ready to pause and read, maybe. I didn't make a template for this. I basically did a grid on the aluminum and then, you know, did the shape with some random lines and contours you'll kind of see here. Now in our next coming vids, although I like to show you guys what we're doing this and that, we are going to have some directive as far as process of build and a little bit different way of the videos being done. I'm getting more comfortable with this editing software and figuring out like when the quick easy times to shoot for good video is, keeping the phone from overheating because above 105 degrees it kicks off. That's annoying. So basically, yeah, see, I'm more excited for the next video, you know, so check this out and that'll get you caught up to start the process of build, because right now you should be getting everything straight in your garage and organized and thinking and making goals and writing that shit down so the physical work can start. You may need to pause the video to view some of this text. Alright, so after you're organized in the garage, you figure out if you're going to need any specialty tools, all that. Let's just say you got as far as you can with that little information I gave you, right? And you've worked on your goals. So it doesn't matter if you have a shell, now you're working on your goals and you're figuring out a motor. It doesn't matter if you have a car with a swap already and you're really happy with it and you're just doing like a revamp on it, maybe gonna, you know, take it apart for a week and put it back together with some better stuff, or you're doing like from a street car to a race car, that's going to take a few months or whatever, right? This process works for anything. Plan your work and then work your plan. So basically, you're going to want to go ahead and figure out your goals. Now, what we'll do is we'll make some examples of it, and I'm going to use some of the cars as an example, so we'll get started that way. All right, looking at some of the two-step and related integral gain shit, but I'm using it for something else. That's why. Not necessarily the 3 steps, might integrate some of the functionality for the anti-lag pops and bangs. Basically the algorithm crossover for the 2-step and that to work with something for the FT450 for gear shift power reduction. But anyways, working on the time-based table for Ghosts for the traction control. Basically getting it to auto start so it's consistent so we can use it. And then getting through, after plotting it, I might be able to get through the shifts. So depending on however far we need traction help, we can have that. Car doesn't spin too bad. Go to stickier tires, some more power it may, but this setup just doesn't spin that bad. So we'll see. But that's what I'm working on for tonight. I have a lot of build lists here. It's kind of crazy how much we have going on right now with clients at their house and this and that. Let me pull my stuff out of here. But basically, these are all build lists for clients. I think there's 1 or 2 tool sheets in here, but there's like 6 builds in here. It's just growing slowly. So I'll just show you guys as we do it. But it is what it is. As it falls in, you guys will see. And other than that, it's a bunch of shipping and phone calls and making little stuff and getting there and answering questions and tuning and wiring and all that. So see where we end up. Right here, I'm checking the time on data log it took to basically initiate from a dead stop to like tire rotation or movement, wheel speed coming up, so that I can get the time-based stuff set up correct so we don't pull timing too hard and kill the launch. We only need to kill the chirp off the initial hit. Every car is going to be different, but this one doesn't have a crazy launch algorithm. Now, as it gets up into first and second gear, because it's an auto and it's pretty consistent, it'll still utilize this type of traction control. Most of the street cars manual stuff ends after first gear, goes to another type of reactive traction control versus proactive.
This is the blue water, and we have regular water.
Parts started showing up for our big block single cam project we have coming up. We have some projects coming up that are going to utilize full-size radiators along with ghosts, this, that. So right now picking radiators by size to modify.